Okay, let's talk about parallel universes. I mean, the idea is just so cool, isn't it? The thought that somewhere out there there's another version of you living a totally different life. It's fantastic science fiction for sure. But today, we're going to dig into the real science behind it all. Just think about it. In some other reality, that Hogwarts letter actually shows up. Or, and this is a dark thought, maybe there's a universe where Star Wars just never happened. Tragic, right? And maybe, just maybe, the most unbelievable one of all, a universe where you nail the USB plug on the first try, every single time. It's a blast to imagine these things, but let's get serious for a minute. Is there any room for an idea as wild as the multiverse in actual rigorous physics? Well, to even begin to answer that, we have to get on the same page. We need to define what we even mean by the universe. Because if the universe is, everything, then how can there be more than one? So a lot of the confusion here is really just about vocabulary. See, when physicists say the universe, a lot of the time they actually mean the observable universe. That's just the part of space whose light has actually had enough time since the Big Bang to reach us here on Earth. An alien way out on the edge of what we can see, they'd have their own observable universe, and they'd see stuff that's totally invisible to us. But look, when scientists talk about the multiverse, they aren't just talking about stuff that's really, really far away. They're talking about three very different, very specific models from physics. And here's the most important part. None of them have been proven. So let's break them down one by one. First up, we've got the bubble universe model. You might also hear it called the baby black hole idea. It's probably the easiest one to get your head around. The big idea here is that our universe is just one little bubble in this huge cosmic foam of other universes. Each bubble is its own separate thing. Maybe it's incredibly far away, or maybe it's even contained inside a black hole. And here's the wild part. Every single bubble could have completely different laws of physics. Now, this is really appealing to physicists because it helps solve something called the fine-tuning problem. Basically, why our universe's laws seem so perfectly set up for life to exist. Well, if there were trillions of bubbles, it's not so surprising we just happen to live in the one where the conditions were right. But, and this is a huge but, if you're feeling a little skeptical, you're not alone. As of right now, there is absolutely zero experimental evidence to back this up. It's a fascinating idea, but that's all it is. Okay, our second model. This one comes to us from the totally mind-bending world of string theory. So for the math in string theory to work, it needs more than just our three spatial dimensions. A lot more. And this model is a direct result of that math. It suggests that our entire 3D universe is just a surface. They call it a brain. So try to picture our universe as a single page in a giant 9-dimensional newspaper. The other parallel universes, they're just the other pages, existing right next to ours, but in a higher dimension that we just can't see or touch. And just in case you were wondering, what's the hard evidence for this one? You guessed it, there is currently no experimental evidence to support this model either. You starting to see a pattern here? All right, on to number 3, our final model. This one doesn't come from cosmology or string theory. It actually comes from the deep weirdness of quantum mechanics. This is called the many worlds interpretation. So down at the quantum level, tiny particles can exist in multiple states all at once. It's bizarre. This theory offers a really clean but strange solution. It says that instead of a particle choosing one state when we measure it, the universe itself splits. Every single possible outcome actually happens, each one creating a brand new branching timeline. So yes, according to this, there really is a universe where you had oatmeal for breakfast instead of eggs. We just can't ever know about it because we're stuck on our own branch. And if you're still not sold, don't worry. I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it is so important to say it one more time. There is currently no experimental evidence to support this idea. So we've got 3 incredible, mind-bending ideas, and all of them have this serious lack of proof, which probably has you thinking, is this even science anymore? Or is this just philosophy with complicated math? And that is the perfect question, because it gets right to the heart of what science is. The line in the sand, the thing that separates physics from philosophy, is testability. No matter how beautiful or elegant an idea is, it has to be testable against the real world. And these multiverse ideas could be testable, even if it's unbelievably hard. For that bubble universe model, if our bubble ever bumped into another one, it might have left a kind of cosmic bruise, a signature we could look for in the cosmic microwave background. That's the leftover heat from the Big Bang. As for many worlds, as our lab experiments get more and more precise, we might be able to push quantum mechanics to its limits in ways that could either support this interpretation or rule it out completely. So let me just leave you with this final thought. We have explored some absolutely incredible ideas today, but which one is truly more amazing? The possibility that countless other universes might actually be out there? Or the fact that we, here on this tiny planet, are actually developing the science and the tools that might one day let us find the answer?